There we go. Hi, guys. Sound?
Good.
Helps when it's plugged in. That certainly explains some things, doesn't it? Hi, guys.
Was that yesterday, too? Oh,
It might have been. But it should have still picked up on one. But anyway, it is what it is. These things happen with this thing called YouTubing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here we go again. Take 2. Hello, everybody. It's Sunday. We're so happy that you're here. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. That's how we know that you're here. We like to know that you're here. You can chat over in the chat box thing. You know, it's usually like somewhere over there. Sometimes it's down there, depending on your screen, you know. But find the little thing, type in there, give us pinky hello hands like many of these lovely folks have been. And then, if you are new to the channel, welcome. We are so happy you're here. Some days we do this better than others. You know, we get it together eventually. Anyway, do subscribe, ring that bell to get all those notifications, do all that YouTube business. And if you're watching in the replay, leave us a comment down below. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are PM Artist Studio.
Alrighty.
Okay, so let me say hello to everybody.
All right, say hello. I'm gonna be.
Woo-hoo. And we got quite the crew here. So 79 people watching so far. 45 likes. Come on, y'all. Get them thumbsy upsies. Let's make this a record one today.
Don't be shy.
Okay. My hair's hot mess nuts. Okay. Anne is here. Anina, Art Curious. That's Art Curious by MNW. That's Miriam. I hope all is well with you, Miriam. I am thinking of you. Becky Bokern, Carrie, Charmaine, Cookie Wookie. That's Mo, Darcy, Dawn, Dana, Devin Rex. That is Yolande. Eddie makes art. That's Eduardo. That might be a new thing for you, Eddie. I don't know. He's also the Nerd King. Elizabeth empowers Estella Griffinchill. That's Rhonda Hoarder Paper Crafts. That's Mimi. Yanka, Jennifer, Joyce, Kelly. Hello, Kelly. It's been a little bit. Joyce, let's see. Somebody popped in at the top there. It might have been Elizabeth. Okay. Laura, Linda, Lisa, Lucy, Lydia, Mark, Marcia, Michelle, Monkey, Patricia, Paula. She is the queen of the nerd. She's, you know, the counterpart to that Eddie. Panka Pia, Ricky Nordmeyer, Robin, Rose, Rosemary, Sophia, Sandy, Shannon, Sherry, Celia, Silver Granny, New Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn, Star Driver, that's Linda, SWL, that is Sherry, Texture Junkies, that is our Sharon, aka Sharon, Tana Sponberg, and Tracy. Hello, I believe you are new. All right, that's it. That's what I got. If I missed you, it was not on purpose. We got Belinda popping in there. Hello, Belinda.
And Carrie said my mic wasn't working. Was that earlier?
Probably.
Okay.
I would assume that things are running right now because I see the 2 little things in the hootie-doo, so we should be good. But let us know. I think when I must have moved something or bumped it. I don't know why the connection on your mic is so temperamental.
Well,
we just need to really remember that.
We do.
I need to label it. Remember. Don't
remember it and label it.
It's best to label things. Hey, Paige. Hello. Okay.
Everything good here? Everybody hear me just fine?
No, this is no. But see, don't.
It says it needs to be closer.
Yeah, hold on.
But I hate to touch it.
Brad's gonna touch it. How about that?
How about that? Good? No, can't hear P.
We'll give him a second.
Hello, 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 hello.
I hear.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I mean, I hear.
Okay, so Brad's listening downstairs.
I mean, it doesn't.
Oh, volume is good. Belinda
Volume
says
is good.
Okay.
Thank you, Belinda.
I mean, if anything, on chat, if you're having problems, just refresh the screen.
Yeah, refresh, because...
Yeah, and that's true with chat, too. I mean, live
Yeah.
chat, too. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, top side. Okay. We're continuing on what we had done with Lala the other day.
Yes, a lot of people were interested in that. Which, you know,
That's fun.
I'm good with that. Do some work here so I can get things back on here, and I've got paint leaning out and knocking stuff off, and you know, that sort of thing. Okay, well, look at this. This is what happened. See what happened here?
Mm-hmm.
And this was left. So we're going to pick this up. We're going to pick it up. I don't know, maybe that's probably just with this. And this is the same card stock. Is that what you would call it?
Yeah. Well, scrapbook paper.
Scrapbook paper. You know, it's kind of, you can hear it.
Is that what the deal is?
Yeah.
I'm showing both
I
connected.
know, but here, guys, 1 second. Sorry. Can you hear her still?
Can you hear me?
Is it still moving?
Well, it's still connecting. So
And we're still talking. And
Yeah.
That's normal.
Here, Brett.
Now try talking.
Hello, hello. Sounds like Peace voice is coming through your mic.
yeah, so it's just picking up the one mic versus the two mics. Mm-mm.
Do we have a faulty mic?
It might be.
Because, you know, this is kind of interesting that it was happening yesterday also.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Could be the.
Checking chords.
Yeah, we're checking chords.
Hey, where's that other one like this? The
I think.
yes, let's use that one instead. Maybe it's this one.
It says text Mariah's just louder, so it's tricking us.
Well, yeah, because you're hearing her through my mic, which is right above me. But we're making sure because something's going on with her her mic. Yeah.
You need to give me more slack. Like,
Here.
I need slack.
There you go.
Checking all the connections.
How about that?
Can you hear me?
Look at the door.
Hello, hello?
Yeah or no?
I think so.
And Eddie says, well, Brad works the sound. Please check. You've hit the thumbsy upsies. Absolutely. Thank you, Eddie. I sound far away.
Test it.
I don't think that's because it's not doing anything when you scratch it. I don't think it's connected all the way in because I see a little bit. Mm-mm. I think that one's. Mm-mm. I think the mic died.
What is that right there?
That's just the volume thing.
Uh-huh.
So we will
keep it in the middle for now.
try kind of old school, move it towards her a bit more. Talk.
I'll turn the
Hello?
gain up.
Is that better?
Hello? Maya says she can hear us fine.
Well, and depending on like people's different devices and things like that, their sound quality will just inherently be better. Like with even just the one mic. Because like when I have my cheaper earbuds in, I have a hard time with good sound.
Mm-hmm.
But when I have like my Apple earpods in, the sound quality is obviously much better. Just it brings the sound in better.
That's probably good for now. I mean, we'll just use the one mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, we did that for a long time.
Yeah. And somebody said it's much better now. Good now. Better. All right. Excellent. Yeah, I'll try not to mumble. I know that I do sometimes, mostly because I'm talking to myself, but I'll try to include y'all.
That's nice. I mean, it's the least we can do while we're live streaming to y'all.
And I
It
apologize.
seems right.
I have a runny nose, and I may just have to take a little time out, just to kind of, and it's not the kind of, blow your nose kind of thing. It's just the kind of, it just keeps running.
That's why Grandma Frances used to keep that,
A tissue in her sleeve. I know.
It's a grandma thing, I think.
I know. I can just see her out picking weeds with a cigarette in her mouth. Oh,
It's a different time.
Hey, she was older than I am now, and she was up on her roof tarring the gutter because it was leaking.
Yeah, and picking weeds
and we drove up at just about the same time as my uncle and my dad. They'd been out irrigating, and they drove up, and they all just had a fit. And so she's up there, and she said, "Well, I told you it needed to be done."
nobody did it. So
Nobody
she did
it.
They weren't doing it fast enough.
Yeah. So she just took it up on herself. That's the kind of person that she was. I come by this.
Becky keeps hers in her bra strap. Hey, you said it in chat. Just know. You say something in chat, I may say it out loud. But I love that.
I think that's
I
great.
tell you, the more I know about Becky, the more I love her every time. I mean, she has not told me anything yet that has scared me. I've only just become more like, girl, I love you.
Just embrace you tighter.
Yes.
I feel that way with Gerald.
Eddie also keeps his in his bra strap.
Well, good
We're
to know,
learning
Eddie.
things about Eddie too.
Good to know. Do you?
Twinsies.
I keep getting these commercials. These, for these special type
I get
of
them
bra.
too. But I have actually been looking. I mean, I don't know if y'all want to know this. Y'all probably don't. But like,
They all look hot.
some are. And what is this conspiracy against cotton?
I don't know.
Like, I just want cotton things next to my skin. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway,
There
you
okay,
go.
let's get back to the. Okay, so I made butterflies yesterday.
not even
Let me
Thursday.
find some of my butterflies, some of my better butterflies. Look at this! Isn't this just
Yeah, she did that during
Fabulous.
Lala's. Yeah, she did that during Lala's.
look at that gestural brushstrokey palette knifey thing. Yeah.
I do have some of those. Cards.
Okay, so this didn't turn out too well. We're gonna redo this
Mm-hmm.
because I can do better. I don't think I'm going. The reason I stopped is because I had this vision of cutting this strip out here
Oh,
and adding it to the side of a card.
okay. I need to order card. Let's just talk about this in terms of what's going to happen today, and then perhaps what we do tomorrow for Monday makes. I can
Right.
actually turn them into cards. I wonder if I can get the cards here. All right, we're going out and about. The other thought I had,
I've got paper I can cut. The
the other thought
Jack Richardson.
is we still have
Print
those
paper.
folded cards from the, we were going to sell our cards situation.
Yeah.
I think they're
I think I used them all.
all the ones with the trees, the folded ones.
Oh.
We have those. Why don't we just cover those up?
Well, shucky darns, I should have those out here working on those today. Yeah, okay. Well, over on Lala's channel, Mariah, I'll tell you what the name of it is. Look at this. I condensed
Mommy
down
died.
the steps to beginning gel plate to a fourth of a piece of paper and 6 items.
Mhm.
I'm pretty darn proud of that. I'm going to keep that just in case anybody wants a copy of it.
Oh.
Okay.
Carrie is also getting these sorts of ads. But his was more interesting. It's something about getting rid of the bra and using a wide clear tape for uplift and support.
Wider straps are a real big deal if you have large breasts because it'll hurt you. Not that I know that. I just watched that on it. And those little metal parts.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah.
And then I bought these ones that creak because they're plastic. I actually very much like the brassiere itself, but it has plastic rings and stuff. And I was like, this is the noisiest
Oh,
thing.
Lord. And she's like,
and it
noise.
creaks.
She can hear mice with their teeth chattering, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She's... All right, now, I talked to those folks over there.
Who's those folks over where?
On Lala's channel yesterday about...
Well, it was actually Friday, but fair enough.
Okay. Oh, dear Lord. When you don't have to know what day it is, it's not...
Yesterday didn't happen.
Yeah. Okay. Where was I here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, we got to talk about what color this is going to be because we're going to have two different color situations here. We're going to have the color situation with the yellow on the complete card, right? Everybody got that. Watch this. That's going to give you a pretty good idea of what's going to happen there.
Look at you.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got that?
Yep.
So now what we need to think about is what color do we want to put on top of this so that the dadgum butterfly is going to show up a little better, because right now I'm not too impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know about y'all. But we don't want to go too dark because we still want to get that pattern because that's kind of part of our interest here, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So lots of things to consider. Lots of things to consider here. I don't know. What's your feeling, Mariah?
Why don't you just use a shiny?
Well, I did think about that. But here's the problem. That's way too...
Okay, so tell me again, what are you trying to achieve?
I want that butterfly to show up better.
Oh.
So I'm thinking darker.
Well, the other thing that you could do is just kind of paint in the butterfly.
No, I could, but I don't want to do that.
Okay. I mean,
that's an option.
It is an option.
If that's something that you're into. Uh-oh. Mariah keeps knocking off my stuff.
Well, because I keep messing with things and then, things.
Well, I need this available, on the fly. Okay, well, let's look at this. I'm thinking maybe this. What's it's going to do is going to turn the butterfly purple.
Yeah.
And it's going to make the blue
darker. I think that's a win.
We're going to probably brown out the yellow, but I don't know. That I think that's going to be good. Mm-hmm. Remember, you want to shaky, shaky, shaky till the balls are banging on the sides of the container, because otherwise you're going to get some real loosey-goosey stuff. Well, it's loosey-goosey anyway, but clear loosey-goosey stuff, and that ain't good. All right, let's get our little paper over here just in case I get a little bit sloppy. I mean, I don't ever do that, but what the heck?
Carrie says, could cut a mask out of the stamped butterfly? You could do that. Mask it out.
I could. But that comes under the category of...
She needs something immediate.
I just want to get on with it. I don't have time for that. But that is a viable solution, and certainly one that you should consider should you be doing similar.
Yeah, and then if you want to block it out, for sure. If you're like, oh no, I want to keep that color, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. I do try to wipe her nose, but sometimes it just gets down in there, and there's just nothing I can do.
Love you, Sophia. Her observations are spot on. And I think this is, I like what you're doing there.
I think it's looking pretty darn good.
Yanka said that would be something that she would do, is like with the mask thing.
Yeah. You know,
I also want to hear the song.
what?
Lynn has a song. I don't know if she wants to write it out or if she wanted to do a little video, but we're all interested.
What is it?
It's
For?
it's a little ditty about her girls.
Oh.
Wanted to say a little ditty about her. Fill in the blank.
Oh, isn't that a gorgeous color? I love
Well
that.
done. It's there.
It is, but isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
it
I was
didn't pick
gonna
that up there.
I was just about to say, oh, you've got kind of ombre-ish. Did you
I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting.
Well, you couldn't reproduce that.
Certainly couldn't reproduce that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Darcy.
Okay, so what are we going to do here? We need to
Oh, okay. Yeah, we know
get
that
this
one.
off of here, and I just need to.
Okay.
I just need to do that. Okay, where's my?
I thought you had a special one. I think a lot of us know that one.
Trying to get these dudes off here before they build up and look like.
Well, and it just builds up and it's harder to kind of get off until it sort of breaks off. And then it causes issues with the lid.
Yeah, because it messes up that little, doohickey that goes down in there, and
What does one call that?
and
Stopper?
it gets wonky on you, and yeah, then
Stop. Wonky, you know what? A wonky stopper.
you do not.
Clogged up stopper.
All right, now this is going to be great because one of the things that I think is really
Now, did that...
super fantastic to think about doing when you are doing these kind of cards is to get a little bit of grunge on them.
Okay,
So here we go.
they have sparkle on them, right? Is that why it transferred? Because it's not the
that one did not. Some of them
the
did.
butterfly one did though. That's why there was a transfer there of its design. Correct?
Well, just a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to take care of business here, Mariah. I don't have time to get
Well, I know, but there might be some people that were interested as to why the design was left back. It's not a traditional transfer, like in that it was done via the printing process. It is more about the little sparkle business that's actually on the paper.
There's not any on these.
No?
No.
So that transferred. How interesting.
I don't understand. There obviously this has created a different surface than that which is right next to it. Otherwise, this wouldn't happen.
So keep in mind, some of your scrapbook paper might
Yeah,
transfer.
You really need to experiment with it because you think you might know. It also depends on the paint you're using.
Yeah.
It depends on how you hold your mouth when you pull it off the plate.
Yeah.
All of these variables. Now look at that. I don't know if that just titillates
Oh,
your
it
fancy,
does.
but I just absolutely had a little skip in my heart.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, you made it grungy, brown,
and you got some really
I
wonderful
like that. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to leave this on here.
Because otherwise, I think you're going to run in that same
I think
situation.
I'm just gonna
Mhm.
yeah. And I really want that print to pull.
Oh, yes, and Carrie says some wrapping papers transfer. I would.
Oh, remember that tissue paper in Baltimore?
Yeah, that was fabulous stuff.
Oh, yeah. Now, that was a little bit difficult. I did get it to somewhat reproduce what happened, but,
Right.
It never is quite exactly
Mm-hmm.
the same. Okay, got a little. I don't know where those little pieces came from, but they cause little divots. Sometimes I like them. All right, let's grab. That was that blue paper.
Oh, foil. Oh, yeah, the foil embossed for sure. Because if it has a different surface, that's when you know you're definitely like that.
Yeah. Now this is what Mariah was talking about. Okay, we're going to do this, baby.
Yes.
Now, what I'm thinking here, I'm going to go with my favorite
Hi,
transparent
Teresa.
red iron oxide, just because I think It's going to make the pink a little, I don't know, more sunsetty.
Oh, and
How's that for a descriptor?
is it Laura or Lori? Brad Art Collective. Sorry, I can't remember that. But the golden black open. I don't think it's like, they don't call it black. It's either like there's the carbon
bone black,
which is almost a little bluey grayish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think they have like a straight on like a Mars black, or they name them different things.
Weird stuff going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on my brayer. It's probably on my brayer. I don't know what I picked up over here. Oh well, it's all right.
I also love the foil cardstock scrapbook paper type stuff, because if you have the blendable markers, whether they are alcohol ink or even just the water-based ones or whatever, if they're blendable markers, they work wonderfully on those foiled papers to alter the colors.
Change the metallic color.
Yeah. Or not, because you can sometimes just wipe it off, but then the paper itself, you've changed it, but then the foil stays as is. So that's a twofer. Woo! See, and she probably could come along and just wipe the paint off of the foil.
But I'm not, because I like it.
Okay.
Look at that. Now I'm going to bring back the original color of the paper.
And then look at that.
Totally different feel there.
Mm-hmm.
So those papers that you've got that you are just like, oh God.
It's really not my color wheelhouse.
Yeah, and what am I doing with this? I mean, this suddenly, it just speaks to me of
Well, that's a fancy Christmas
Chinese.
Oh, it does look like kind of the screen printed or the inlay. It almost looks like the inlays.
Those butterflies that are in there now, that background stuff, very subtle. Very subtle. And then I've got this wonderful thing going on out here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to let that dry all the way. It won't take long because that's a very... Yeah, is that going to be big enough for my paper? I hate having to fit my paper on there exactly, so I'm not going to use that one. I want these bigger ones. Okay, this has got some stuff on it.
She doesn't want to have to line it up.
I don't want to have to line it up. It just makes me absolutely crazy. Okay, let's just go ahead. We're going to pull in a new card. This Harlequin thing, which is kind of makes me...
These are my colors, and we're going... Yeah, basically, we're taking my color palette and going to peas.
Hey, here's what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to do one like this.
I mean, you could alter it joyfully, but, you know...
I'm going to alter it joyfully.
It's an option.
With hot pink.
Yay!
Opera rose.
And thank you again, Mark. That was super sweet.
Now remember, you need to use a little bit more of this than you do in the usual paints because it's very, very transparent. And it
very nice.
Just goes away to nothing, and then you've got a whole...
Oh, thanks, Rhonda. And Devin did some altered scrapbook paper during the Jelly postcard play.
Now, I don't even know if I'm going to get that purple to come up with this.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. It would probably require a leave it on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I could do that.
Joni, she purchased Opera Rose like that, and it stinks to high heaven. Yes.
It does.
It has a very weird smell to it.
Yeah, and it doesn't get better with time.
No, use it up. But it's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
The color is not indicative of its smell.
No. It's some stinky stuff.
We think that it has something to do with, you know, any of those fluorescents.
Yeah.
Tend to have more of that smell. It's something we've noticed. Yeah. No, it's not. It wasn't just you.
No. And let me tell you what, it hangs in there on the paper even when you...
Ooh.
All right, we're going to let that set a spell because I would like to get the spotty business off.
So are y'all hearing that? The whole thing is she could pull it up right now and it'll she'd get some color transfer there.
Yeah.
But in order to really get the cool effect that's happening, she needs to leave it on the plate, let it dry, and then it all should pull up. But there might be a weird transfer thing that happens there too.
Could be.
Could be. Most likely it won't the longer she leaves it.
Yeah. That is true.
Oh, and then Devin says, but she almost obliterated her ugly scrapbook paper. Unlike the subtle change. Yeah, she likes the subtle change better. Keep in mind, again, transparent paints. That's the key to this.
Yeah, that is. And here's your here's the original paper. I love this. This is such a, I don't know why we didn't think of this before.
We gave all of our scrapbook paper away. I swear, I keep saying it.
No, but why we didn't think of presenting this in this manner. That this is really, really, I mean, I know we did really early on.
I was just about to say. We kind of went through it and we touched upon it and talked about it.
I was a terrible gel plater then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You needed to get to this point to be able to do it.
I needed to get to this point.
Because you probably would have done more like just the opaque paints. Because, again, understanding those transparent layers, it takes a minute. And even with P, who very much understands.
Oh, yeah. All the time I'm going, well, how about that? Like I didn't know that. That's, yeah.
Sometimes you're just grabbing paint.
I'm just, on the fly. All right, here's this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like this one. I don't like anything about it.
No?
No.
Oh, it feels very, Girl Scouty to me.
Kitcheny. 1950s.
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally.
So,
she's angry at it.
I'm angry at it. I don't like it. I want to just obliterate it and let's take it from there.
See what sticks.
And be one of my, later come back and do something else. All right, let's try to not totally get rid of.
Oh,
okay.
I think you're going with this.
So here we go with high flow acrylics. Remember? Boinky, boinky, boinky. Don't forget that. And I'm not kidding you. Oh, and I wiped its nose. I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah, Sharon, you got to get that stuff out and, put some paint on it.
The thing I love about these
sprays are great, too.
High flow acrylics is they have such a wonderful patina to them. Patina.
I also like the,
Okay, I'm going to have
when they dry, the sheen of the paint. I like it.
I really have some serious issues here on my... I'm going to have
got some chunky things.
Have to just, take a minute, but not right now. I'm on a mission here. The thing about the high flow, you want to get your paper down. It's a very quick drying medium. You do not have time to,
Don't have a conversation or anything like that. Get that paper down.
Yeah, you don't have time to.
Sharon's going to go hunt down her papers. Oh, no, they're going to go hunt down. What are they hunting down? Oh, chanterelles. Thought you were going to go hunt down your scrapbook paper.
Darn, I wished I could go with you.
So there's a transfer that happened. It's very interesting that I wouldn't have never guessed that these would transfer. And with white, nonetheless. That in itself is a big deal.
It really honestly is.
Those of you that have tried transfers, you will understand the big deal that this is. I think
that this needs more.
Oh, yes. It has not been obliterated enough.
It has not.
It has only been subdued.
It's seriously lacking in obliteration. Yeah.
She just darted that one.
All right, hey. Turquoise.
Oh, that's a good one to get her done. You might even get another transfer out of it.
I might.
No worries. Hello, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. I saw you and...
This is different Sandy.
Oh.
This is Sandy's studio.
I saw Sandy and Darcy and Eddie
I'm so
And
jealous they
didn't
get
you
to.
just really want to be there?
Heck
I
yeah.
just really wanted to be there.
It's kind of
All
matches.
right,
your outfit.
I got to take some more off here, and I know I told you I was gonna
Hey,
clean
Fran.
my. Hi, Fran.
I think
Now, see what is that? It's on my brayer.
on your
I'm just
brayer.
sure.
it's been there for days.
Oh, horse pucky, it has not.
Uh-huh. I guarantee in the last stream you were talking about it. It was being noticed. Actually, you know what it was is when you laid your brayer down.
No, I cleaned that off.
Oh, you got the line out?
I'm just picking up some kind of crap.
That is exactly right, Rhonda. She says all scrapbook paper will not be the same. Some probably have better printing than others. Very true.
Yeah,
And depending on what type of paper they use.
yeah.
Because not all scrapbook paper is the same. Ah, there you go, Susan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good stuff right there. And I even like that your brayer did the weird things because it makes it look
all right.
more.
Thank you for reminding me about that. I was just getting ready to jump right in and
Do it again.
do it again. And look at this wonderful brayer.
Because we all want
here.
to complain about that the entire time. But see, it's doing great mark making.
Doing great mark making. All right, now when this happens, this is the first thing you can do. If this doesn't work, then you're just going to have to peel it. And I don't know that it's ready to peel.
Oh, that's awesome, Joan.
So I'm just wiping it down.
Hey, let me know if you want me to send you some, because I need to send you something anyway. I will send you postcards or, the PM if you want that. I mean, because then you can let people know where to get, because Joni's one of our designers. She can let them know.
Well, and I need to get, I need to get my stuff done for my swap.
Yeah, you do.
I haven't.
25th.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think this is going to be better. I don't know that it's going to be, like, really excellent. Oh, I just love this. This is going to be so much fun to work with.
I don't know why. There's definitely some allergy things happening in the world. I'm about to sneeze.
New piece of paper.
I read that, Bo, and then I was like, what does she want her to say?
Okay, I love this. I really do.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
This is great. Now let me bring it back and look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, which one of those are you going to want to do something with?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's no contest as far as I'm concerned.
I know,
Unless
that's
you're
right.
printing recipes on the back. I don't know. Guess that would
Don't
work.
be such a hater. Be a helper.
I am a hater on some things here.
You are.
Let's move along here. Let's do something with one of these really weird. Okay, what do you do with this?
Well, I think you kind of think about it in similar terms. Now, the bottom part is foil, right?
Yeah, see
Yeah,
the shine?
so that's definitely going to...
Top part is not.
Right.
So this would definitely be one of those cards that opens up like this. Oh my God, I tell you what, Izzy, I tried working with her and telling her, she's always got it opening up. I don't know. I don't know why that's difficult, but anyway. Okay, well, let's leave this mucky stuff out here. I don't think it's going to make that much difference.
Just a 7-year-old
We want the
brain.
blue to go away. Poo-poo on the blue.
Poo-poo on the blue.
I love this paint. Transparent red iron oxide. If you don't have any of that, you definitely
Oh,
need to.
congrats, Sherry.
Okay, I got to get a new thing here because this one's kind of sticky.
Mm-hmm. I was also thinking that. Mo.
Now, we're probably going to go green down there. Or sort of green, maybe. I don't know. If I can pick up some of that grunge.
Was it... Darcy, wasn't it you that said something about how sometimes people send coffee in order to throw off, customs, drug dogs, or whatever? I'm wondering if the mushrooms would be a similar situation. There's a conversation happening over there, and I had to chime in.
Oh, I want some of those chanterelles.
You sent some
I've only
powder
had them once. They were lovely.
Sharon grinds them into a powder.
Oh, really? I used to grind
Well,
my,
that's basically
my
like with
puff balls into powder.
that coffee stuff that you're drinking.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
oh my
basically
goodness!
like
Look, check that out.
Dirt. Oh, that's lovely. And I like that it even kind of some of the original colors coming through in the little crackle business that you got going.
I got it to show you what it looks like
Which is very weird also that.
because I think the comparison. Look at this.
Fantastic. It looks like a chocolate bar.
I know, and it's got the
Mhm.
weird funky stuff going out there where it didn't quite, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
That's funny.
I love it. And it look at how it picked up a lot of that blue that was on there.
Oh, Eddie says it looks like leather now. It does.
Yes. Very leathery. Okay.
Oh, they're excited about it. Yeah.
I'm excited about that. Okay, let's see if we can get all right, this will be
Oh.
interesting. Okay. So we've got this business going on here, and I'm going to put this down so it picks up the dots
Oh, good call.
up there.
Look at you thinking ahead.
Yeah, once in a while I do something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't often. You should make record of it.
Yeah.
You know, give me a timestamp
Yeah.
when it happened.
43 minutes in.
All right, got to really think about this.
Hi, Dana. Oh, Fran puts chanterelles on her pizza.
You know why I like them? Sauteed in butter. Just
Well,
eat 'em.
most things are good sauteed in butter.
This is very true.
If something sucks, put some butter on it.
Exactly.
Butter makes it better.
Always makes it better. I got some, oh, dadgummit, there I go again. Got some butter from New Zealand at Costco because they didn't have any salted butter. God's sake, who ever heard of such a thing? In the kind that I usually buy, you know, the organic, it was all unsalted. So I had to go with this
You know, you
really
just add
nice
some salt.
green container
Yeah.
from New Zealand. And the cows have been,
Happy.
they're happy cows. They, you know, giggled all the way to the barn, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's the thought we
And,
like.
all right, we're gonna go with a really strange choice here. We're gonna go with quinacridone red. I have a feeling it might, you know, I'm hoping it intensifies the orange here. I just don't know.
It's a bold move.
Bold move. But we're definitely going to get rid of the green. Now that's going to make some people happy. It's going to make some people kind of sad. All right, so why am I turning this around? Well, I want to get my brayer all wetted up here with the paint before I start rolling it over the top of paint that might not be totally dry.
Look at you, so much thinking ahead today. I mean, I'm going to call this the stream where P really thought ahead. Or just thinking ahead helps. She doesn't know if I'm giving her a hard time or being serious. So she's just not saying anything. I am being serious.
I'm being non-committal.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a lot of good stuff
Yeah, get her
going
down.
on here
Get her down. Because that's already dried.
with, you know, the
Yeah.
crazing and crackling and that sort of stuff,
Yep.
which, you know, really, I love that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Makes for a more interesting print. I mean, you know, if you want everything to be FP, you can just leave your papers alone like they are.
Oh, Joyce thinks this is going to be Christmassy. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, that's interesting. That is not what I expected. It needs another coat.
It does, but
But
we've
you-
also
yeah.
got some interesting stuff, you know, left down on the plate
Picked
here.
up the dots.
Picked up the dots. Lots of crazing going on up there. And that's kind of cool because you've got dots down here and dots up there.
And if you let that dry, your next layer will have better results.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
Mhm.
Mariah, you are 100%
Yeah, all of these, it's really interesting. Not only are the printed areas transferring from these papers, but then there's a foil embossing that's on certain ones, like that one. So that's also transferring. Very interesting stuff. You can kind of
Pulled up that blue, but then it didn't pull. I guess maybe I didn't have it on there right. I don't know. But I think this is absolutely wonderful. I like it a lot. Now I am going to.
Yes, and you can wipe the foil off. Like if you wanted that to, then if you just came over with like a little baby wipe real quick, definitely.
Yeah. I'm going to take this out because if I don't get it on there exactly right, it's got that line and
it won't line up, and then it'll be annoying.
Yeah, and I'll be grumpy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's still a little sticky. All right, we're going to just put this over here, yonder, and okay. Now I want to talk about.
Oh, Lynn says her favorite. If you want to know about butter, hers is Kerrygold. Is her favorite. Butter.
Oh yeah, I've seen that at Costco also.
And then Paula says something about Lurpak, Lurpak.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
I don't see that. If it's not at Costco, I don't get it.
Yeah, so Lynn said she's never seen that.
Okay, I'm liking this one, and I'm liking this pink. This was, of course, the Opera Rose, and I think this was probably yellow iron oxide, I'm guessing,
Mm-hmm.
or nickel azo.
Becky has a request.
Transparent yellow iron oxide. Yes, ma'am.
Use a stencil to enhance what you've done with the scrapbook paper. I think I'm going to do
some stamping. I just want to get a bunch of papers done here so I can get rid of...
Right, so then you can kind of keep the process going.
I can use the gel plate as a stamp pad. And, yeah, I totally agree.
But she wanted stencils. I don't know that those are going to work that well on... It kind of depends.
I would really need to go through my stencils and really kind of...
That might be phase 2.
Think about, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bye, Anthony.
Okay, so I've also got these, which I think are really cool. And can you see the design on them?
Yeah.
I know that that's going to leave an impression out here.
Yeah, because it's got a glittery thing over some of it. So that definitely will.
It's got a glittery thing over some of it. This one does also. So I was thinking about these, putting this down and then picking this up with this one. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work.
Okay.
But that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Pardon me. All right.
I'm enjoying this.
So I think we're going to go ahead and go with the transparent red iron oxide here, because I really like what color it brings out in the pink.
I agree with that.
It's going to take away a little bit of the green.
But that's okay.
And I think that's okay.
I agree with that being okay.
Okay. Excellent. I'm glad that we're all in agreement here.
I think you should try to do one more of the turquoise one.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Carol. I've already got some ideas about laying them out as cards, different things.
Well, that's more your purview than mine. I can do that, and I make my own cards all the time. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to work or if I have enough
Well, and
stuff, but it's no big deal because I'm going to go over it again anyway.
yeah. I think, something to keep in mind is on that turquoise one.
It'll be a lot darker and I can get a lot more. Now, see, we got some stuff there.
It picked up it picked up wherever there is the sparkly stuff.
Yeah.
That really grabbed to it. That's great. Yeah, do that again.
I'm going to, yeah. I like that. I don't know if I can get another one out of this. I think I probably can.
I bet so.
I'm going to try the blue. And I'm going to, I'll get it out. I'll brayer it out very thin.
Oh, so some of it was transfer, and then some of it hung on to. Oh, that was really interesting.
Yeah, let me get one of the.
Oh yeah, definitely, Rhonda.
All right, so here we go. And what is really, interesting here. Well, I guess I need to find one where it has the exact same. And that's going to be kind of hard because it changes out the colors.
Oh.
See, it doesn't, I mean, because it's a 12 by 12, I don't have the same repetition.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
It's a wide enough pattern, there's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to keep this one like it is, just for now. I got an idea about what to do with that one. All right, we're going to go with the blue. And I'm going to really brayer it out.
Well,
very, very thin.
One of the things I was going to say to keep in mind is on that earlier when you had, remember, obliterated it, which basically meant that you laid down that coat of the white beforehand. So
yeah, I did.
Oh, it's dry. It's done.
That's certainly thin.
Yeah.
Okay, when that happens, you just don't worry about it. You just, get some more paint.
Maybe put a little more out there.
Yeah.
Oh, and Joyce says try an ombre.
Yeah, that's what I want to do with that one that I put back over here.
Well, I will tell you that YouTube has been doing some funky things just with sound, not, barring our issue with a dead mic that we didn't know was dead, which is interesting.
Oh.
But YouTube itself, just because, when I've been listening to other people, they've been doing weird sound stuff. Love that. So then that's what transferred. It wasn't that it really picked up on the sparkly bits. That's what I was thinking was happening, but it really was that it transferred over. But I like that whole idea of that pattern now being utilized on this other piece.
Yeah, and hopefully it's going to pick up. Oh, look at that.
Woo, woo, woo. That's some busy butterfly business.
It is. I'm not finished with this yet.
No, it's good, though. Don't mess it up. You're doing good.
Good.
You're doing good.
Okay, little gnat. Give him some hurricane winds. I just look at this.
Hold that up into the technology. So these have that glitter, it's spot glittered.
It's a
yeah.
It's definitely a surface there.
Hey, that's some good wiggle work you just did there. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Mariah. I live for that.
I knew you and waiting for the praise from me.
Okay, now let me see what we've got here. Have I just about gone through the entire
Yes, I love it, Mo.
Okay,
Thumbsy-upsies, y'all.
This isn't interesting. Here's the Harlequin, but here's the bottom part of the Harlequin.
Uh-huh.
I think that's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Ignore me.
Oh, just ignoring you.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. I just love this with the orange. And if you were to take this and use, look at that. That burnt orange with that turquoise. Isn't that just gorgeous? Not really. That.
Goodness.
I mean, look at what I've got on today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's funny. You end up doing that. It's like,
I don't intentionally do that, y'all. I really do not do that. Okay, we're going to go with put the transparent red iron oxide back here, and then we're going to go with a transparent yellow iron oxide, just to see what happens, okay?
yeah.
No worries.
No worries.
But I think this is absolutely fantastic. We're going to use that a little bit later to do some, hopefully, printing on.
Mm-hmm.
Yucky hands. Yeah, and when I'm messing around over here, I'm turning my paper around so I can get the brayer to, do some stuff out there that... All right, we've got a little bit of background stuff going on here. I don't know if that's going to be an issue or not, but certainly not for me.
Joyce says you can't do anything that's going to hurt that Harlequin. It can only get better, I think, is the
Kind of, yeah.
sentiment there.
Yeah.
Hi, April. Yes, you're in the live. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's some woo. It's still a little woo, but
I don't know. I kind of, oh, look, and it picked up some of the mucky muck from...
yeah, it needed that, which is great because it's sort of butterfly. So it's
Yeah,
nice that all
yeah.
the papers do go together because the patterns
Yeah.
are really, complementing one another.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm not done with this because I really think it needs to just... It
Needs one more.
needs one more. And I got it.
Yeah?
I got it.
What is it? Oh, good God. I don't know if this is it, but it makes her happy.
This is it. This is it. I don't know.
Things are going to get froggy. But I like that it is going to brown out that pink, which I think is really the sort of thing that's,
And this is such a nice
slapping you in the
yellow green that
face.
it's going to pop that
yeah.
back up there. And I've got to clean this plate because I have to match that up so carefully there.
Jenkins.
Yeah, I think maybe that might be
Jenkins is dark.
too dark. I'm not sure I could brayer that out to the point.
Yeah.
It'd be like the turquoise.
Carrie said, you're making another 31 postcard backgrounds. We're setting up for next year.
Hey, yeah, we are.
Oh, put them in the box.
I watched your thing and you said you were going to do it.
Well, it's different. I think it is improving still. I still don't love it. It's an intro. Okay. Here lately, the answer has been Opera Rose.
Yes, when in doubt,
When in doubt.
opera.
Uh-huh.
Opera it. I like it because it's looking kind of dirty. And you know I like dirty.
I know that I know that's right.
Don't do too much brayering with your opera rose. God, that stuff stinks.
That has been the, yes, lots of people have mentioned.
It's just a cross between underarm and,
Things, body parts that,
Yeah. I don't know. Like after a sweaty hike.
Yeah, sweaty hike. We're going to go with that.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
Sophia says.
Polyester pants.
Oh, see, there you go. Perfect. It needed to brown it out ever so slightly. I'm digging that.
I know, me too.
Sophia says, Mariah, is Jenkins the actual name? It is the actual name.
Yeah, it's named after some person that, let me find
But
it.
we like to call yes, exactly. So you got it. You're on it. It's both things. Two things can be true at the same time. Jenkins! Hey,
Okay.
hey, Don.
That's looking good, looking good, looking good. All right, we need a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
She is a dirty bird. So many ways. I think you kind of need to do that same thing to that.
I think I do.
All right.
And even if I've got a little bit out here, I don't think it's going to make that much difference to the overall, since it's pink and we're
Right.
going pink.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the order of the paint layers, I don't know that that matters.
It does.
Yeah?
It does, simply because what you're relying on is the transparency of your paint, right? So some is more so than others.
I guess it's true. Yeah, yeah.
And, just depends on what covers up what.
Mm-hmm. That one white
And
butterfly.
look at that
What's up
focal point
Yeah.
out there, y'all.
that one little white butterfly? What's up with that?
Look at that. That's just wonderful. I don't know. It's a sparkly one.
Okay. It's resisting.
It is resisting,
Mm-hmm.
but it's right in the middle of the burst, so it's perfect.
Yeah. Again, couldn't have
Okay.
planned that.
Couldn't have planned that for sure. Okay, I am going to use blue with this Harlequin card,
Okay.
and I'm going to do it with this one because it's got this little bit of stuff down here, which is really, it's not where you want stuff. You don't want stuff down there sliding off.
Right. It is
We
part
got
of
a
the
little bit of
resistance.
pink out here too. I don't know whether that's going to make a hill of beans difference, but
We shall see.
Shall see. Oh, yes, we did do that, didn't we?
Yeah. You've been doing a lot of brayer abuse.
A brayer abuse is right. Oh, God. I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah.
Okay. Cleaned up the brayer.
Okay. Oh, yes, and Mo is dropping the link to the PM glossary if y'all are interested in many of the funny, little PM-isms that happen here in the PM Artist Studio streams. There's a link that'll get you all knowed up if you're feeling like, all right, I like hanging out with these people, but I'd really like to be more clued into what the heck they're talking about. And that'll get you there,
Yeah.
hopefully. We do need to do a little update. I know Mo has some things. I know that there's a few recent things that have happened that we're like, oh, that's funny. That needs to go into the glossary. So that's the place to get knowed up. And if you have come into the stream, say hello. Give us some pinky hello hands like Diane Olsen there. Hi, Diane. Oh, man, you guys have been rocking it with the doodle bombs. You need to get over there and look at people's doodle bombs. There's
I did look at some. I even
Awesome.
commented
Oh,
on
good.
some. All right. Now, when this happens on the edge there, the reason I don't really worry about that so very much
come in and just
is because I can just sliver that off on the cutting, the chomper, and it's not going to be a big deal.
oh,
I don't know. I'm starting to kind of maybe like that a little bit better.
I do.
All right. We're going to go ahead and
Okay, for Dawn, can you hold the brayer up into the technology, including the top part? Is that what you wanted to see? Look at how, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes that gets covered up in paint right there, and it has a little, what do you call it? Is it stalagmite or stalactite? Well, I guess it depends on how you're holding
Yeah,
it.
it depends on which way you're holding your bird.
But anyway, it gets a
full.
little hangy-downy thing there.
Yeah.
And sometimes I try to clean all that stuff off, but it does look pretty cool. Now, this gets clogged up down here. That can create some problems, some rolling problems, and get stuck. And a lot of times you'll see me do this before I start brayering. That's because of that very thing that I just talked about there.
And so if you So a lot of people soak their brayers. If you want it all to come off, you can soak it in the Murphy's oil. Eddie has a fantastic video. If you go over to our blog, I think it's a blog post, pretty sure it is, about cleaning. But
Yeah,
basically
I don't soak.
that same process that he utilized for the stencils will work for many of your tools that you have paint on. It will just turn to goo, and basically you can kind of wipe or brush away the paint. Or she doesn't like to soak her stuff. A little nail kit, you know, the one with the cuticle, the roundy cuticle tool, works great for working on the brayer, because you want to be careful and not damage the soft rubber part of it. Yeah, hold that up into the technology.
That's very blunt, but it fits in there, and it fits on the. It goes along with the.
Oh, they want to see the handle too.
Oh,
of your brayer.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a mess. I agree, but I think that looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it does.
I wish I could get that off of there just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, and there is a direct link to Eddie's cleaning video. So that is very helpful information. And it's a very wonderful, satisfying, like if you're into kind of ASMR and stuff. It's got it all. Cleaning, ASMR, you know. So I make myself laugh sometimes.
Okay. Now.
Oh, yeah. See, Joan, great point. So she said she finally cleaned her brayers. The ones that I dreadfully used a metallic paint on the first. Yeah, you do not want to, if you have a brand new brayer or a newly cleaned brayer, try to stay away from the metallics as being the first color that you brayer out, because it is really hard to get off.
That's when I had to do some soaking.
Yeah.
I had to, and I scrubbed it.
Yes.
So, yeah. All right. We're doing good here.
Get relaxed in less than 7 minutes.
What is it?
That's what Eddie said about his cleaning video. It relaxes you.
It relaxes you?
Not this one.
I clean when I'm angry.
She's an angry cleaner.
And I'm, I've been really mellow here lately. Okay, we're going to try this.
I need to get you fired up.
Yeah. So I can clean.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of sad, Mariah.
Well, it is sad. I agree with that.
It is sad. All right, we're going to do some pink stuff here. And what we're going to do is we're going to try a blue. Because we've got a lot of blue stuff going on here.
Oh, Sherry has a brayer that the roller is clean, but has become gummy. Oh, like the rubber's kind of breaking down in a weird way.
Well, that could be from using that.
Oh, it could be from the...
Because that's one of my
fears.
Fears is that you are going... Because, you got to think about it.
Yeah.
It's rubber. And you're using a solvent. That Murphy's oil, I guarantee you, it's got some kind of solvent in it to make it what it is. And, yeah, I don't prescribe.
And rubber's a weird thing. Like, it's temperamental in that way.
It is because it's a natural.
Well, some of it is, some of it isn't. But
well, I do think that these are real rubber.
Real rubber.
Yeah, they're rubber ducky rubber.
Rubber ducky rubber.
Okay, I can't do. I know I'm going to have some lines in there, but if I waited any longer, I was going to be
I'll let her. So,
brayering off more than I was.
Tegan beads. She makes bread when she's angry. That's a good use of.
Oh, yeah. I try not to cook anything when I'm really angry because it
goes into the food.
Yeah, I think it.
Yeah, that's
that movie, Water for Chocolate.
Yeah, that's why she doesn't cook often. She's angry all the time. You set yourself up for that one. I mean, I'm sorry. That was like just lobbed it over here. And then I just... Boop. She did cook last night. We weren't here to see it, but she did. Let's see here.
Okay, I'm retiring that one.
Yes, that's a Baron is the wood thing. And Anthony was here earlier, but it's Yep, there you go. Don meant Baron, please hold. Yep, there you go. Mo's going to be dropping in that link. Ooh, I love that. I know Becky loves that. Becky. Woo woo.
All right. Yeah, I like this. And this is done with the cerulean Miami Vice blue.
Miami vibe.
I really,
blue.
yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm. And the transfer. Yeah, I was excited when she showed me this paper. I was like, ooh, that one's going to be a fun one. Because I knew that because the glittery stuff was going to have to transfer somehow. Yeah. We just knew that. We got 45 minutes.
I can do it.
I'm just letting you know.
Like, keeping me on time?
I am.
All right, we're going to use some yellow.
Very odd. Oh, you're going to make an orangey one.
Well, I don't know. I just want this because I want to be able to do a purple butterfly on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, your lines are going to turn a little greeny, but green and then the pink might go brownish if you put it on the pink. Don't put this over the purple. Don't be thinking that you're doing another layer on the purple.
I'm not doing another layer on the purple.
Okay. Just need to make sure that that wasn't happening.
I'm going to just do plain white. And we'll cut it down.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you can see the transfer better.
Mm-hmm. There you go. I really wish you would have put it on the pink, but I'm digging that. That's fun.
That's the nice thing of putting it on paper. I can pull it up right away. When you're putting it on paper that already has a surface on it, you need to let it sit for a spell.
Yeah, there's variables.
Yeah. That. Okay. Let's do something else. I mean, what else should we do here? Yeah, really. I think that we need transparent red iron oxide.
Boop, boop. And Lori, you might reach out to Anthony directly, because sometimes if you can skip Etsy, he probably can work with you price-wise a little bit more so. Because Etsy is just terrible with their fees and things and how you have to set up shipping and, you know, it has to be like a particular thing and this, that, the other.
Yeah, I heard Carrie said he's dropping his Etsy.
Yeah. Now, one tricky thing about, I would say, shipping like to Canada or whatever, what's nice about the Etsy thing is that they do go ahead and handle all of the fees and whatnot, like, so you don't have any unexpected ones, which can happen. Love that. That was fantastic.
Okay, gonna let that dry.
Yeah.
Get another.
Yeah, because those are good lines.
Those are good lines. Let's see what we've got here. Oh.
And yes, Carrie is closing his Etsy at the end of the month.
Okay, this should be.
Yeah, I would think so. Things are drying pretty quickly in the thin layers. Ooh, I love that speckledy business. And it really darkened up.
It did. Let me show you what it's. original paper looked like. I mean, you can't even tell.
No, I love that. Oh my gosh. And so we have a bunch of new stamps that are going to be coming out. I'm really hoping before the end of August. I definitely, like, Sharon has a stamp set, Susan Dufresne, and then Brad made some. They would go so well with that plaid. I gotta get, we've been running around doing a lot of things. I mean, start of school, just trying to get back into the rhythm of that, and also just take a little breather from things. We've been trying not to just be working all the time.
I think it makes you grumpy when you do.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a little
Testy around here.
testy. No, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy or something like that.
Something like that.
That might be Jack and Jill. I don't know what, you know, who was the dull boy, but you get my drift there.
Oh. Okay. She didn't want to see your brayer, although I'm sure y'all really enjoyed that shot of the brayer. She wanted to see your bearings.
Oh, okay. Well, I can show you
She
that.
has multiple ones. Anthony has hooked her up, and then,
I have many.
yeah.
I use them for different things also.
And then one was gifted to her.
This is probably my all-time.
Yeah.
I use this one all the time. This is the workhorse. That you can tell it's all. I like this, and I like the big, the larger, but I like this one too.
And then show him your color wheel
Oh
one.
yeah, here's my color wheel.
Who sent that to you?
Ellen Bacon.
I'm so proud of you remembering.
It's because she has a really cool name. Ellen Bacon. I love
Bacon.
it.
I always think, I'm like, I wonder if she's related to Kevin Bacon.
Isn't that great?
I'm sure she gets that out.
And I have used it, but I you know, it's kind of my, I don't know, I just like to look at it. And
this is her pretty one, and just
this is my pretty
she likes
one.
to oogle it and play with the dial, and
Well, and Izzy does too, and that's
Yeah.
why it's over here, is because she had it and she was messing around with it. But I love this one too. I keep this one out here because it doesn't take up as much real estate as this one. But when I get out my big plates,
yeah.
I bring this one out because it just covers more area. But this is really, it's a sweet little, it's wonderful. And it will do you well for, and it also has, you know, the top part here, which I can use, turn it over and use to
There
get
could
down
be less.
into the areas of
Yeah.
stencils. Okay, where were we here? Okay. Got that one, got that one. I think I've just about...
Hi, Jackie.
I want to do one more thing with this. I don't know what I did with the other one. Didn't I do one like this? Maybe it's on the...
Yeah. Is it still on there?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to it.
Sandy, there are a couple. I can't remember them offhand. I'm sure there's some people here that know of them. But yeah, there's always new websites starting up that try to weed out the more commercialized, which I don't know where we fall. I feel a little unsure about that. Because, you know, we're not handmade.
What do you
Like
mean?
our stamps and our stencils. There's a certain manufactured, you know, because it is reproductive or reproduction.
Well, no, but we use them in original ways.
Yeah. But, you know, there's a fine line. Like, it's not a one item kind of thing where that was really what Etsy started out as, is, you know, people that made.
Well, they don't
handmade.
even do that anymore.
Well, a lot of time, no, because like
They
it's
have.
been infiltrated by a lot of mass-produced, even, you know, artsy-fartsy supposedly kind of things, but not really. I don't know, just this hair today.
I'm just trying to make sure that this is going to be a little bit transparent. So I just use some of my mixture of airbrush medium with 8 drops of iridescent
I love how specific you were, and I love that you used 8 drops. Is that what you're checking? You're like, yes, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because 8 is great. That is true. So, Joan, that's sweet. Joan says that, you know, they're original designs, and I think so. I mean, and we are a family-run business. That is true.
Yeah, it isn't coming in from China.
No, and we pretty much cut to order. We do try to. We have picked up on the fact that we should always have the nested circles on hand. So we try in our little downtimes to have more of those cut because they take a little bit longer. And the gauze and
you know, I love me some gauze.
Yeah,
I always get gauze when you guys order it because it takes at least 2 or 3 to get a good one.
No, well, our boys were also learning how to clean them because that's another thing. So yes, there were some issues with that, and you have to figure out the right plates to put it on, and they take a really long time to cut. So we try to do that in any downtime, so those are ready. Oh, I like that. So what color was that over all that pinky business? Oh, that's your green.
This was what I just mixed up out here. It's Jenkins.
Oh, Jenkins.
Jenkins, transparent yellow iron oxide, green gold, and a little squeeze of interference.
Love it.
My interference mix.
Yeah.
Isn't it wonderful? It just now it's got character.
That was funny, Joyce.
Yeah. Character. All right. And here, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Because I think sometimes it's kind of hard to remember. Okay, now what was that?
Love it.
Green over pink is going to make a nice,
lovely brown.
Neutral, lovely brown.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jackie Bernardi. How are you?
Almost always. Okay. I don't know that this is going to pick it up, but I'm going to do it anyhow.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and use all right, here's my airbrush, my mix. Medium, airbrush medium added to my already, you know.
Oh, any of the Barons that you use, because it's just smaller at the top, it's good to get down. She was asking which one would be best for. Now, beware. Any of the ones, now you'd probably want to talk to Anthony about this, because if you were to get the one that has like the color wheel, because it has moving parts and things, it's not exactly ideal to flip it around to push down into areas.
Yeah.
So that would be something to kind of consider.
Okay, I was going to put this one down. I just changed my mind because I think this is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
This beautiful blue that I just used there.
And those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we could say hello back. We still got 35 minutes, y'all. You could be blown away in the last seconds of this stream. So hang out. Give those thumbsy upsies. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do all that YouTube business, ringing those bells and, you know, checking notifications and things. And sometimes they will notify you.
Okay, I'm going to leave that on there for a bit just because I can. I'm going to bring this one back.
Hey, Margie.
Okay, where are you going to fit? Oh, I guess you'll fit there after I get you. Okay. Do a little musical shelves here.
Musical shelves.
Musical shelves. Okay, now.
Hey, Carla. Ooh, I like what you're doing there.
All right, but now what color am I going to use to get those? What about pink?
Okay. I think that might be cute. Like in a good way, not in like a, you know.
Yeah, like.
I know she's going to pick up on that and be like, I don't know if I want cute.
Yeah.
Cute. Like, say girl.
The the old English definition of that is short.
Oh, yeah?
I think so.
Mm.
Etymologists out there, not entomologists, etymologists.
Oh, look at you.
We're not looking at bugs. We're looking at word derivatives. Remember that show we used to listen to all the time?
Away
on
with
NPR?
Words. Love it. Still on.
Oh my gosh,
I think.
smells so bad.
Hold your nose. Upper rows to be used in a well-ventilated area because it smells like... Ugh.
Or you might want to do, you know, what the coroner's doing, put some of that stuff under your lip.
Yeah, there you go. Opera Rose is the winner today.
I mean, you know, I love that stuff. And I would never even have...
No, you would
I
not have
wouldn't
been
even
like,
have
I need that color. That's
if
pretty. And it looks very three-dimensional. I don't know if that's... Sometimes that's just because you're looking through the plate.
It is the plate
Right.
that you're seeing that alters. And it always makes me a little bit sad, you know,
Yeah.
pull it off. And I'm like, yeah, well. Eh.
Oh. Well, you can get the podcast, you know, if you go to the website. You can get the podcasts and, like, listen to them online.
Podcast for what?
Away with Words.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, that looks cool.
Yeah.
That looks cool. Okay, we can work with that. All right, I'm going to get all of my papers out here. And we're going to do some stamping. I don't know if I want to stamp that.
Oh.
But I've got some... Definitely stamp that. I don't think we need to stamp that. I think that this is done.
Oh, you like that just
I
as
really
is?
like that, just like it is. I really kind of like this one, just like it is.
Okay.
Now, I do have some ideas about the butterflies,
Okay.
but I'm going to go for something else. Definitely think that these would be a good thing, but I think what I think
Well, we
needs
would love
to happen here. Oh, here, whoops. We've got to do one more layer on that.
Yeah, that thing looks terrible.
Yeah. Okay, this is good.
It's got
This
good
is
texture.
good.
It's not good color.
This is good. This is good. All right, so here's what I'm thinking on some of these. So remember I said coming across them with a... I don't think that one really needs it. But this one, that's ugly. But look, this might be good. With this piece coming across there and then meeting up with that butterfly and fly.
Right. I like that.
Yeah, okay, well that's Mariah's domain.
Yeah, so
That's
tomorrow I'm going to be putting
what
these
she does.
together as cards. Hopefully we can find either the cards that we have. I'm still like looking up there and thinking.
All right, now here's my thing on this.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got these wonderful butterflies, and I cannot believe I did that. That is just so
Why are you-
absolutely
I don't know why you're so obsessed with it.
unconscious. Yeah. Well, I've screwed up my whole print here, or my pickup print.
Just cut that end off. I mean, we're making cards. It's not like you have to have the whole thing.
But what I want you to cut these butterflies out, leaving, a goodly amount of the pink showing.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not going to let you cut them out quite yet.
Okay.
Because I think I can get some more butterflies hither and yon. And, I think that's what I'm going for here.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get some butterflies that can be cut out. If not, like put on there. Because this is the same thing. Okay, we've got some butterflies here,
Mm-hmm.
but they're kind of like, nah. But look at this background. Look at this background.
Look at that.
And I know this isn't like those kind of papers, but yeah. And you can see this is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's where my head is going on this.
Okay.
Okay, I've got some more butterflies here that are stamped, but they're not very interesting. Okay, definitely want to use that.
Mm-hmm.
definitely want to use that. And this one, and this one. I don't know.
I love that. I think I think something stamped on there would be pretty cool.
But maybe a stamp on here on some of the all right, now I got to take a minute here to get my cards kind of put away because I'm going to be blinging stuff over here and I don't want to.
Yeah.
Because I've got, you know, that 12 by 12 sheet is going to give you how many? 9. 6. 6 cards, I think.
Darcy, she's doing math. I don't know.
Yeah, that's always a dangerous thing. Okay, I've got everything kind of cleaned up over here. I really want to do some stamping on this.
Oh,
Stamping on both of those too.
oh goodness. Like gold butterflies on. Oh, Carla.
All right, I'm just going to try to lay these out so I can grab them because sometimes I change my mind. You've noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the middle of a, brayer. So I like to have all of the ones that I could possibly, okay, now this is definitely, I think that this one's more or less done. I think what I will do is cut it down a bit more. Maybe make it a little bit more asymmetrical. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't really think, okay, that stamp could work on that. I don't know. I don't know how stamping on these raised surface things.
I think you're obsessing about that too much.
She thinks I'm obsessing about that too much.
I do.
Okay. And if I could get that butterfly on there just right, that could really work well if it were white.
If you want me to do it, I feel confident in doing that.
Okay, we decided that these were all done except they needed something on them, like something, like.
Yes, Carrie confirms that a 12 by 12 gives you 6 4 by 6 cards.
Thank you. See, I wasn't wrong. Okay, we got to get this.
Darcy wasn't. She was spaced out. She wasn't doing your math. Carrie in for the win. Love it. And then Carla's saying something about, okay, remember the gold butterflies on Mama's stationery. I sent you a note with some ribbon yarn. I swear this is going to be one of those things, Carla's like, as soon as we get off stream, I'll be like, oh. Like it just isn't, popping into my brain right now, but. Like that feels familiar. But I'm just not remembering totally. Like, when was it, Mariah P said she wanted a pouch to cut them out. Oh, so she kept them. See, that's probably part of the thing. Okay, hold on. So Mariah P said she wanted a punch to cut them out. Those might look good with P-stamped butterflies. All right, and give me a little bit of a time frame, Carla. Just so I can, like, that's usually how my brain kind of logs stuff. It's like, oh, okay, that would have been like over here with this stuff because that's when we were working on this thing. And then I can possibly locate it or tell her where to look.
All right, this is a dangerous color to use for this, but I'm doing it anyway.
I'm doing it anyway.
Dangerous.
My mind is telling me no, but my hands are saying yeah. Y'all, some of y'all get that reference.
I didn't like what I didn't think it was quite enough on the last one.
Yeah.
Thought it was puny.
Mm-hmm.
We can't have puny. Can't have puny prints.
Yeah, none of that puny business. Mm-hmm. Ooh, look at that. That's cool.
That was with anthraquinone. It's a get her down there. Isn't that cool? Okay, that doesn't need anything else.
No, leave that alone.
That just needs a really cool 3-letter sentiment like joy.
Oh, hey, you know what? Hold on.
All right,
What's
I'm
that?
loving that. I'm wanting to dig out some more of those and put some more stuff down.
Well, you can do that over the afternoon.
Okay, she says I need to move on.
Look, I still here show them. So I'll show you guys how to do some of those sentiments. Like I kept them, like from the cards that we showed the other day. Which day was
Yeah.
that? That was Thursday. I still have these left over. And so we'll stack some of these and I'll show you how like I ombre the lettering and glue it down and put it onto the card.
Oh my gosh, look here. Here's a joy.
Big old fat joy.
Big old fat joy.
Look at that.
Big
That looks fab with it.
Huh?
That looks fab. See, I knew I was keeping that for the last 4 years for something.
Absolutely. There's a gold tree. Oh, we have lots of little
Trees, yeah.
black trees, you know, the forest.
Uh-huh. And you can lay those down and then just gel print over 'em.
Mhm.
Don't get your ink. Don't get. Oh, I love that. I love. I mean, how could you not love?
How can you know? Oh, but I really like this swoopy one, but I don't know that it works for this one.
Well, I can also like change the color, you know, and then
Oh.
you can cut the swoopy. Like it doesn't have to be that long. You just love. She loves Joy. Joy is her favorite.
Joy.
Joy
I write joy.
She does. Joy has been her go-to.
Joy
like,
is my go-to. You know, that's a
sentiment.
lot of the cards that you were looking at the other day.
that was hers.
So to me, I'm like, okay, I need some more joy. Running out of joy.
He said,
Gotta get some more joy. Okay, now I think we're gonna stamp on these.
Becky,
Definitely.
hey.
On, what?
Becky said this. She says, Fat Joy. That was my nickname in high school.
Hey, anything joy is good.
That's right.
Screw it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get with the All right, now I think right off the bat, let me get my paint out of here because
Uh-huh.
I want to use a specific kind of paint, and I will tell you why here in just a moment. I don't know how all this got all screwed up here, but
Oh, I love those videos. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I try to keep everything kind of in the same place so you know that I can, but yes, yeah. Well, y'all know that doesn't happen, but I like to think that that's what I'm doing here. Hey, I did clean up my just a little aside here. I want to show you how nice and
She got new pins.
got new pins.
She needed somewhere to put them.
No, actually, I put those out here. Did you notice?
Yeah,
that?
I like that.
These Luma color pins. Oh, I need to talk about that. And the reason I need to talk about that is y'all on signing your cards. Because I think if you made your card, even if you're using some stuff, if you've altered enough that it is not necessarily recognizable in its true form that it came to you, I think that you can consider it original. But I was really frustrated because a lot of times I try to match my color that I'm signing my name with some color that's on there, especially if it's in one of the border kind of things. And I didn't really have anything. They were all too fat. So these are the Luma Color Permanent Statler. And I'll just show you. Yeah.
And these are the small. We've had the mediums before. I like the mediums. I like the little fatter tip.
I think that they're I don't know. It doesn't have one of those things on it that tells you what.
It's an S. Has the S on it, and if you look at the lid at the top.
Yeah, a lot of times
No, it has an S on the top.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever the hell that means. That's what it is.
Small.
All right. So
The other one's a medium.
just a
with
little
an M.
aside there, you know. Do with what you want that
Yep,
information.
take that information. Just put it in your pocket. Save it for later.
Save it for later. Okay, I'm just going to pull this print off here because I do think it's a really fine. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Mm-hmm. What's going on there?
I don't know.
What is this that we're pulling?
We're pulling a print.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll tell you right now, I think I need to oil this baby.
A little too sticky.
Very sticky. I think once I can get it away from the edge down here, I'm going to be good to go.
Hey, and those are permanent, which is nice. Like,
yes,
that's the great thing is like, because over acrylic paint, it's going to actually, you know, stay in place. Now you may want to let it dry for a second. Don't just go right after it, but they are permanent. Good golly.
I know.
That was from the stamping of the rice papers the other day, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. But look at that wonderful cellularization there. And look at that piece of...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Enough of that. Let's move along. Move along. Yeah. Okay. So... this big butterfly is good for one stamp. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I think that would be a good one to do on that one. I would like to do a purple butterfly on this yellow. And okay. I'm going to use the phthalo blue, pardon me, green shade. And the reason I'm using the open is because I can get more bang for my buck, but I'm going to make it a little less open by adding just a regular red to it. And you can see this blue, it's very aquamarine blue. If I use a warm red, say like this one, it's going to brown it out. Because the yellow and the red is going to make it kind of a dull maroony purple.
Oh.
So I need to go with something that's a little brighter and lighter. The alizarin in the alizarin family. And I don't really have anything right up front here. But I'm just going to add a little drop of this quinacridone magenta. I don't know if I have that in the big. Yeah, I do. Okay.
I mean, you got the naphthalene. I mean, if you want to go with a little...
Yeah, but I want this. I want this magenta.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, I am going to give it a bit of a,
No, we have not had any of those.
Any what?
Of the So Flat paint. But I find those very fascinating because one of the things that they say that those are recommended for is like when you photograph artwork because they don't have the reflection, which is one of the trickiest things. Like when you are photographing artwork, anything shiny is your, nemesis. Because trying to match that or fix it or you get the right angle on it, then you have to skew things. It is tricky. So I love the idea of the flat paint color because that's going to photograph well.
Okay, this is going to, lean into the blue violet rather than red violet, which is what I want. I use the blue.
Cheryl?
You know, I know I say this every time, and I'm not sucking up to Golden, because yeah, they give us good stuff all the time, but you can't beat Golden paint. Now, one thing I will say when you're doing this, I'm going to put this down over here on my kind of slightly spongy, really not. If you have used that stuff that Mariah uses to do the wah thing with, you need
embossing.
to clean it.
Oh, the oily, the
oily.
Well, the clear
Yes.
ink. Yes.
Look at that.
Well done.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much.
And I even removed our you know, our face cams so they can see what you're doing over there. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Mariah. This is really hard because I'm over on the side here, and I don't have a way to get this so that it can.
Yeah.
I can look at it straight on. You understanding what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah. Look at you. I will tell y'all, this has so much to do with the fact that this is the open paint.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about this right now. Like, you know. Okay, put those over there. Now, where's my... I'm going to, because I think I can do 2 here. But not in that one.
And these are our stamps. Brad designed these butterflies.
All right, I'm going to put that in my... Let me show you my little thing here. Now, I didn't come up with this. This is Carrie's solution.
This is how Carrie does his. He has a little thing on the side.
And I put those layers of paper towel in there so your water isn't sloshing around while you're, you know, sallying forth and doing things.
I know that's right, Susan. Some of it may have even happened here. Not on purpose, but, you know, we do our best. She said, well, Joyce was like, it's just not anything we can't learn on YouTube. And that is so true. It really is such a awesome thing. And it's so awesome to us. But then Susan says that we can also learn a crap ton of wrong stuff on YouTube and social media. That is true. Yeah.
My favorite things are the parodies of Pinterest.
Oh, kind of the fails.
Yeah. That really makes me laugh a lot. Okay, so I've got 2 butterflies that I can chomp out here, use them inside of
I love that.
something like this. So I'm handing that across to Mariah because that's her. Be careful, Mariah. The butterflies are still ever so slightly.
Yeah, like,
ever so slightly
drying.
Because
remember, this is paint to paint, and it is open paint.
And it is open paint. All right, I'm just going to stamp some butterflies around on this one.
Okay, just getting funky with it. And keep in mind that, so the kind of dark colored thing that's behind her brayer off papers and stuff there is foam, which does help.
Yes, you're seeing that. Okay, where's my little... You know, I like 3.
Yeah, I think so. Because they're similar to the Poscas, and people have done the Posca markers to the plate. So yeah, I mean, it's acrylic, and people have done the alcohol ink markers. And, you know, something to consider always is that, you know, the pigments in those paints are different. So there might be a slight increase in coloring or, you know, discoloring your plate. That would just be my main just note. That may or may not bother you. but certainly something to keep in mind.
Okay, I can just tell by the way this is dragging when I go across it that I've really reached the end of my journey here.
Yeah.
So now what I'm doing is I am creating a print.
Yeah.
When I put that down and wiggle it around
Yes.
like that,
Yes.
that just creates that little bit of extra oomphy. And then I've got, pardon me, got that going over here also. I think this is going to be a very cool looking brayer off. Bring this back.
Yeah, Brad did a really good job on these. He worked hard on, and these have been ones that, you know, since the day that they were launched, have, you know, we worked at them to get them so deep, because, you know, not only are they stamps, but they are masks. So, like, Brad worked on that detail a lot before they, you know, became what they are. The moths are stamps. Yes, she has moths.
Mm-hmm. I just didn't get any out because I really felt like I wanted to do the butterflies.
Well, I mean, because
Okay,
the papers had butterflies.
I'm spending a lot, but look at this. This is going to be a really wonderful.
You'll see these sometime.
You know, whatever there. I'm putting this into the thing over here and this one over here. Now, I do have options on this.
Do you want me
I'm
to
going to pick it up.
turn our face cams back on?
I could go ahead and pull this as it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it and let it dry. And we know that so we can put like gold
Yes.
and have gold and blue
Mhm.
butterflies.
You have 5 minutes.
I have 5 minutes. All right, well, let's see what we have here. Let's pull this little jobber.
I believe that. Yes. I believe that, Pia, for sure. That is, I just think that that's really,
I'm not sure what happened here.
what do you mean?
I mean, the pink did things that I really
You didn't anticipate?
wasn't, and I'm going to start bringing these out because I really do want to end with a whole, you know, like
Parade.
parade of where do you go? There you are. Sometimes I can't see what my shelf is. Yeah. Okay, now we didn't get anything on these. I'm thinking white.
Yeah, you got 5 minutes to do it.
Well, I'm not going to do that today.
Okay. Or
I'm just
you
gonna-
can do that behind the scenes, and then tomorrow
can't.
we put together the cards.
All right, so what I'm thinking on this is I'm thinking about maybe just a sentiment. I don't know. Or doing some butterflies on some of the rice papers.
Oh, you should definitely do some of that today. Because then,
They will be all ready to go.
yes. Because you'll do it basically like we have done with the flowers. But
And
probably
see,
not
This would be wonderful with one of the...
but not heat embossed. But if you do need anything heat embossed, maybe save that. I'm just trying to, you know, we're kind of doing the cooking show thing here. You know, what have we already shown? And then we can say, hey, you know, we've done this style, we've done this technique over here, and basically just apply that information to here I mean, we love to show as much as we possibly can, but we also would like to finish maybe 2 cards tomorrow. Maybe.
Okay, well, I didn't get to these, and these will be the same as these right here.
Right.
I'm going to put either a gold, and I really haven't figured out how to do the gold. You know, it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the best way to do the gold is to have Mariah emboss it.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
And we need those to be fully dry before that happens anyway, so we will show any heat embossing tomorrow. Because that can be done quickly. Like, we don't have to wait for it to dry. That's the beauty of it. But any stamping that you do needs to be done today, so that way it has time to dry overnight. Because, again, she's going paint to paint. So even if you were to stamp with the ink pads or anything like that, it needs to dry.
Yes.
We don't want to worry about it.
And the thing that I may do, because the reason I like to use the acrylic paint rather than the stamp pad ink is I don't have to worry about it, you know, going fugitive on me.
Yeah.
That's going to stay where it's going to stay. And the reason is because y'all know that my stamp pads are not necessarily what they say they are anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I love this. I love it.
Oh, definitely, Carrie. Definitely.
Now, I wanted to bring back in the original of this so that you can see.
And we might even try to do it in like the 2-inch and the 3-inch. I'll let Brad know about that.
Look at this. See, this is what I found very interesting. This is the original color.
Right.
This is the pink over the top of it.
Yeah. Why does that surprise you?
I don't know. I just thought it wouldn't be quite so pink.
Well, but you've got a lot of white there. So visually,
it's not really white.
I know, but visually your brain is saying it isn't because of the way that the design is gradiated.
That could be too.
So it gets more punchy when you have applied that other color to those areas, and then it says, oh, anything that was white is now pink.
And I'm just looking at this and thinking, you know.
So really, here's another way to think about it. So really what you've done, sorry to interrupt you, but my brain's on it. What you have done is you have taken a monochromatic design and turned it more, you've added higher contrast to it. Because now you've said there's not only, see, that's all blue and white. But now what you have done is you've turned your blue to a purpley periwinkle, and the white is now more, because your brain from the white to the blue.
Yeah, this is just blue.
Blue.
Now we suddenly have the lavender, we have a pinky lavender, and then we've got of course this orange design.
So it feels higher contrast.
Yes. And I'm just seeing, I don't know if you can visualize that. Either this butterfly or this butterfly up here. Mm-hmm. And what a perfect place for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's going to be beautiful.
Going to be beautiful. And then remember this dude.
You just love that. And I think that's interesting that you love this so much. Because
I do love it.
I wouldn't have.
It needs to have joy.
Joy.
I don't, this needs something, but yes, I think something that would be here is, you know, maybe one of these butterflies in the paper over the top of that.
I think if you did...
kind of going at a bit of an angle.
I think if you did another green over that... Because if you could knock back all the greenish blue stuff, it might be more interesting. Just thought.
I will take that under consideration.
And it'll brown out your pinkies more.
Yeah.
So you'll get more grunge.
That is certainly true.
And you know that because that's what you did to that one that's right there in your hand.
Okay, this just needs joy.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta go. We'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna be putting together some cards. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging. Thumbsy upsies, subscribe to all that YouTube business. Bye.
Bye.